Okay, everyone, hello, good morning. So for our today's session, we are going to start talking about different things according to the different we can say topics that I'm going to present. Right here, you are going to see that we have our first model, which is related to the following topics, right? Pretty much here you have the schedule. The schedule is very important to know and to remember because with this part, you are going to be available to send activities on time, which is one of the most important things to do, okay? So here we have the following. So, fuera de presentación y sobre socialización, para que ustedes lo tengan muy en cuenta, recuerden que es como tal la apertura que se hace en un comienzo para que ustedes puedan participar, puedan presentarse. Hay una breve descripción acerca de mi perfil profesional para que ustedes también lo puedan visualizar y asimismo para que ustedes, cada uno de ustedes pueda participar. I really want that you participate, that you encourage yourself to start doing the activities. Here we have model one, corporate culture. This one is the title according to the model, okay? So we're going to see which topics are related to this model. We have past continuous, was ing, past simple, ed verbs, and irregular and phrasal verbs, most common uses of examples. Right here, we have the first one that is a corporate culture is a homework from we are going to say there is October the 8th until October 16th, and the evaluation or the quiz that is going to be from October the 16th until October 22nd. Yes, those are the days according to this part. So here we have the following. Okay, so as we have past continuous, simple past, phrasal verbs, we're going to see some examples in relation not only to grammar but also the way that you can use them into our daily routine, right? Which is pretty much the idea according to learning a language. Because if you really want to be able to do something pretty good, is when you put it to practice. Okay, so here we have complex and simple. So according to those topics, then I really want that you reflect upon those topics were complex or were simple. Ok. Recordemos que el glosario es una actividad muy importante para que ustedes la tengan en cuenta. El glosario se va a publicar semanalmente. Allí van a aparecer 10 palabras. La idea de ello es que ustedes con la lista de palabras que se tienen pueden ir elaborando una tabla que tenemos. Dentro de esta tabla ustedes van a poner la definición de la palabra, cuál es la traducción, cómo se pronuncia, how you pronounce it, and later an example according to each of the words, including them into sentences. Okay. Here we have glossary number one, which is our first week. This one is an example according to the way that you can do it. I mean, like the way that you are going to see this information into the platform. ¿Ok? Condiciones y criterios de evaluación, algo muy importante para tener en cuenta son los siguientes puntos. El glosario, como ustedes bien saben, es un trabajo semanal. En total se realizan 5 entregas. Se van a colocar un listado de 10 palabras y por cada entrega correspondiente ustedes van a obtener uno de esos 5 glosarios. Al final, digamos que esa nota se va a hacer o se va a colocar como promedio teniendo en cuenta los 5 glosarios. Esta actividad no tiene extensión de plazos, el glosario es acumulativo y las palabras van a aparecer siempre allí en el boletín de inicio. Es importante que ustedes usen esta aplicación Evernote, donde pueden allí realizar el glosario. Ok, no vamos a enviarlo por Word, Excel, or another app, no, just this one, Evernote. What is the suggest procedure to start doing it? Para acceder a la cuenta Evernote, para crear allí una nota, van a encontrar las palabras de la semana en el boletín de inicio. Posteriormente, ustedes van a comenzar a consultar el diccionario certificado de cada una de estas palabras. Van a escuchar la pronunciación correspondiente y van a empezar a diligenciar lo que ya les había mencionado anteriormente. So the word right here, how do you listen to it? What is the pronunciation? What is the translation? And what is the example of it? Okay, later you're going to share this link, yeah, to be, and then you're going to send it. So here we have, there is a brief example. You click on here, create a note, then you give a title. Later, you're going to start just selecting this part to start making your own chart. Okay, here we have. So now we are going to start talking about past continuous. Sorry. When do we use past continuous? Actions that we did in the past, but those actions were or lasted like some period of time. Cuando nosotros estamos hablando de cierto tipo de acciones en el pasado que hace referencia enunciados que duraron durante un tiempo, it could be 30 seconds, 1 minute, 30 minutes, yes? It's because you really want to emphasize that this action was longer than other one, right? En el caso de las oraciones afirmativas, vamos a tener en cuenta esa estructura gramatical, subject, auxiliary verb, it could be were, was, it depends according to the subject you had, and verb with ing, right? Reading, playing, and finally the complement, right? In the negative, we are going to deny the part of the verb to be. So instead of say were, we say were not or weren't in the shorter way to say that. Was not or wasn't. Later we have our W question plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb with ing. Why were they reading a book or where was he playing the piano? As you can see right here, we are going just to pick the subject and the verb to be, yes, since we have before previously right here in the other way. That is pretty much. Recordemos que ustedes pueden agregar W questions como el why, where, what, how. It depends according to the question you really want to ask, okay? So later we have verbs with ing. Those are some examples according to the following rules. As you can see right here, when we use drive, we're going to add ing like driving. We change this e by ing. Run, running. We are going to double the last consonant. Cuando nosotros duplicamos esa última consonante, en este caso, estamos refiriendo a algo puntual, right? Si tenemos un verbo que tiene solamente una sílaba y tiene consonante vocal consonante, vamos a duplicar esa última consonante. Then we have work, working, right? That is going to be the later. Okay, here we have some pictures according to some people who are in the park. What is going to be the idea according to it? Since we were talking about past continuous, we are going to think about ourselves or another person's experiences, and we are going to start making some sentences. For instance, pay attention to those people. Or we can say according to that, they were walking in the park, right? Good. Right here, where we can say according to this person with his dog. He was taking the dog for a walk while raining, for instance, right? She was singing and playing a guitar when she was in the park. Okay. Here we have past simple. Okay. Remember, the past continuous are some actions that lasted for a period of time in the past. Here, el pasado simple hace referencia a acciones que ya pasaron, pero que transcurrieron en algún momento dado y en el cual no le vamos a dar una relevancia mayor. Por ejemplo, en el caso de que nosotros digamos, él estaba viendo televisión cuando él llamó. He was watching TV when he called, right? This he called, there is in past simple. So here we have the positive form, the negative, and the question. Como ustedes pueden ver o visualizar, en esa parte nosotros vamos a reconocer, hacer la distinción entre los verbos regulares e irregulares. Los verbos regulares son como los que vemos acá dentro de este espacio, hacen referencia a aquellos verbos que terminan en ed. A diferencia de los irregulares que cambian en su forma de pasado. Right? For example, in the case of go, present, Went in past, right? The negative form or the negative way to use this is the following: didn't or did not, right? But it depends according to the intention you have. So in this part, this one is the formal way. When we are writing, we need to use did not. When we are speaking, we can use a fastest way to talk, didn't, right? Question 4. Did it work or did you work? Did we work? Como vemos, este va a ser el auxiliar que nos va a acompañar siempre en el pasado simple, en did, for all the subjects. Present past regular verbs worked, studied, loved, right? Here we have irregular verbs. Those are another kind of verbs which we conjugated in a different way. Breed brought, buy bought, fight fought, sick sought, think thought. What did he do? What you can say according to this picture. Oh, he woke up at 5. Later, he brushed his teeth. After that, he took a shower. Later, he was ready for work. He was in the office and so on. Yes, you can see like the different sentences that we can make in relation to this picture. Right here we have like some examples according to some phrasal verbs. Recordemos que los verbos frasales siempre que nosotros los tenemos aluden a diferentes acciones. En este caso, siempre van a ir acompañados de una preposición. Entonces, como vemos, tenemos el verbo base, like take in all of them, and later we have like the preposition. Yes, this preposition, it could be on, up, over, back, down, off, in, after, and so on. There are plenty of possibilities to provide them. The connotation of each of them is according to the context that you are using it. That's why it's so important to be careful according to those phrasal verbs. Maybe because your intention is saying something, yes, that you really want to express about like any area, but if you don't use the correct phrasal verb, this information is going to be wrong. Yeah. Take up, start a new hobby. Sam has taken up jogging. He likes it, right? So this one, take after. Resembling character or appearance. He takes after his father. Taking to understand. I was difficult to take in all he said. Take off, to rise into the air or be in flight. The plane took off on time. Take on, to employ or hire. Our company took on new co-worker. Take over, get control of something. Our company was taken over by our rival. Take it back, return something to the place where it was bought. I do the TV setback. And finally, we have take down, write down, students took down the lecture. Okay, all of those sentences are referring to some phrasal verbs with one intention that we have to be very careful according to them. Recordemos que ustedes pueden encontrar una lista de diversos verbos frasales de los cuales ustedes pueden consultar, de allí apoyarse para hacer diferentes ejercicios, teniendo en cuenta que siempre va a haber un verbo, que es el verbo principal, y posteriormente tenemos la preposición, okay? Always we're going to take it into account, like this detail, just to keep it in mind. Okay, and the subjunctive or the possessive form with plus s, there is going to be the following. So, possessive case, genitive is used when we say that something belongs to someone. Cuando nosotros queremos expresar que algún objeto es de alguna persona, pertenece a alguien, vamos a hacer uso de el possessive case, genitive. So, singular nouns, we have girl, Jay, dog, my mother, right? Read, boyfriend, tail, hand. Como vemos en este caso, tenemos aquí los pronombres o sustantivos seguidos del apóstrofe S y posteriormente el objeto. Esa es la forma correcta que nosotros debemos conformar diferentes enunciados. So, girls read. Si nosotros vamos a poner esto junto, acá la apóstrofe y la S y seguido del objeto, eso es la connotación que tiene, es que este objeto, en este caso el anillo, le pertenece a la niña, right? Jay's boyfriend, ¿el novio de quién? De Jay. Dog's tail, la cola de quién? Del perro. My mother's hand, la mano de quién? De mi mamá, right? So you are expressing that an object belongs to someone, or it is the okay way to do it. Children's toys, beds, drinks, and women's decision. Okay, as you can see, like in this board, we have like plural subjects, and later we have the same apostrophe plus s, and finally the object. And regular plural nouns, boys, toys, birds, and friends. En este caso es importante visualizar, como lo vemos acá, que solo tenemos la apóstrofe y no tenemos la s. Ello se debe a que en este caso el sustantivo primero es plural y lo segundo es que termina en S. En este sentido, siempre que nosotros queramos hacer algún tipo de distinción en cuanto a ello, es importante tener en cuenta la finalización o esa última consonante que tenemos allí. Si cumple con estas reglas, vamos a dejar solo la apóstrofe, which is ID apostrophe, but don't we add s, no, never, and later we're going to put like the object. Toys, cage, or cars, but it depends according to the person who is talking about, okay? So here we have this part according to the explanation of the different topics. I really want that if you have any question, just I'm going to invite you to let me know in case there is needed to clarify something that you have, any doubt, or I want to see that no one is connected. So, but I really hope when you just see this presentation, right? If you have any questions, don't forget to just send me them to me by mail, or if you want to just maybe look for other information in the internet, you're welcome to do it. Okay, so pretty much it this information, right there, according to those topics. Don't forget to take it into account that, right? Okay. I really want to show you as well the following. Recordemos que dentro de los contenidos de la asignatura, dentro de esta carpeta, ustedes van a encontrar los diferentes módulos. Vamos a empezar con el primero. Aquí tienen el material de estudio, which is the Topics Guide 1, according to the different tests that I already explained. But if you really want to study much more, so you can read this file, all right? You are welcome to do it, and that is the idea before starting making the different exercises. All right. So for actividades evaluables tenemos dos para este primer módulo. We have the corporate culture and the quiz. From this corporate culture, you have from October the 8th until October the 16th. What is going to be the idea according to that? You currently use past continuous, past simple, phrasal verbs, and possessives. As you can see, all the topics that I already explained, those are included into this task. That is why it is very important to take it into account the grammar as well as some examples to start just maybe making it work according to how important it is to have, like, we can say, clear the different topics we are studying. To currently use technical or specific vocabulary related to corporate culture. What do you have to do? Create a story where you tell us most important aspects about corporate culture. Write máximo 3 short and coherent paragraphs, ¿ok? Entonces, les digo que ustedes máximo escriban 3 párrafos que sean coherentes y cortos, teniendo en cuenta ese tema gramatical y también de contenido. For writing your story, follow the necessary steps in order to choose the best information. You organize ideas and use the grammar topics in a good story. So we have the brainstorm, composition, and revision. For the first one, what is going to be the idea? Read about the topic and make a brainstorm. It means you choose the most important information, the most important facts, the most important days, the ideas, that you can describe in the story, and the most important words to write your story, right? This one is the description according to it. Entonces tenemos como una lluvia de ideas, ustedes van a leer sobre el tema, luego van a empezar a desglosar dichas ideas, posteriormente van a elegir las ideas o los hechos más sobresalientes, todos los datos que tengan allí, y van a empezar a describir en las historias, teniendo en cuenta pues el vocabulario que está dentro de este módulo. Composition. You can start to write sentences by using the topics proposed and the information chosen. Don't forget to use connectors, punctuation, and sentences in the complete form. Be careful with the use of language. And finally, which is the revision. Check the story and be sure about it. It means if the story is clear for you, it will be clear for to read. Stay to read this place. Posteriormente es importante que ustedes hagan una revisión para que ustedes miren si alguna palabra quedó ubicada en un lugar que no corresponde, si la gramática es correcta, si el contenido que ustedes están dando es claro. Entonces, en esa medida van ustedes a tomar el papel de un lector para tratar de hacer un análisis crítico para posteriormente ya publicar como tal la tarea. Esa sería la primera tarea. Y posteriormente nosotros tenemos el quiz. This one is the quiz that you're going to start working with, okay? So, this webinar is going to be just information according to this part. I really hope that this information was useful for you. In any case that you have any questions, don't forget to contact me, guys. It's pretty important to take it into account. And have a great day today, and we're going to see you later.